Our next roulette tells us what happens when America walks into a bar and other travel stories. Please welcome T-Bird.
So the first one is mercifully short. The second one isn't. I'm just going to tear this apart because they were on staple and that one's not present. Okay, so the first one is America walks into a bar. America walks into a bar. Her scuffed heels leave tar on the old wood floor and her breasts hide flat under her square suit. North Korea hangs unlit from her blue lips. Russia leans into lighted, but she powders her nose with Egypt, glosses her lips china red, and sets her Paris on fire. True north falls out of the sky and munitions circle her slim hips as she lights her fag herself. Syria puts a quarter in her jukebox, but the lights go out before the song begins. This one's called Gray Dog. The morning they said Trump was elected, I rode a Greyhound bus east to west across the state of Tennessee. Cookeville, Tennessee to Nashville to Jackson to Memphis, Tennessee. This is a tale of a bus ride on November 9th, 2016. It is a true tale. Everything that follows happened. I rode a straight black line of asphalt across a long state draped in tributaries of water. A river there winds tight in on itself. The Caney Fork winds and winds, but probably, I think it's about 5 times, it slides under I-40, this slash of a line. That river raises up mist like it means to touch you. I think the ghosts of all our ancestors are in the mist that river raises up, definitely in the mist. In the 30s, government came here and power to the poor. They electricked up the water like veins on a pedigree horse and flooded their land to feed huge dams that puckered up the rivers, and their descendants made their displeasure known and voted Tuesday night. That night, whole hid mountains of our unconscious showed up their melt and showed us a man showing us ourselves. That night, icebergs hid, busted loose, and watered the day. So much under, coming top of neath, and our ancestors rise in a river weaving over red clay. Round the bus in a circle clockwise, or more white fathers, winding ghosts rise. Stamp, stamp, toe heel. Water moccasins swim in out skulls, long time risen on the treaty of Tellico. 1, 2, then 3 on the little river of the Tennessee. Republicans turn Democrat, turn Dixiecrat, rat-a-tat, 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 tap, tap. I watched Hillary Clinton's concession speech up on a screen in the Nashville bus station. I was a river. So many voices lost this year, like soft seeds blowing across this burnt, brown land and away. Fine dander dancing on I-40 over earth been fed too much blood and frack. Now our true voices it takes back, and our broiled hoop skirt, strange fruit, corn pone, blue nation calls at our black, brown, queer, mother, other, and we, them, outflung. We outflung them across Andrew Jackson's bones, rolling over and huffing, this land is my land's red clay. A great white father who made a winding people walk a straight line that way. And Oglala Holy Man had a vision of 2 roads that ran. He had a vision of annihilation. Blackout saw a man on top of the water, and there were flames rising up, and in the flames was a blue man with dust floating in the air all about him. At mile marker 25, I see a man standing on the water in the middle of flames, and the seeds of all our lost voices float all around him. It was about that time when Yahweh and Lucifer got on the bus in Jackson, Tennessee. Lucifer is pushing Yahweh toward the back of the bus, and Yahweh is digging his heels in, grabbing at the seats, but his arms pass through the seat backs like thick mud. One after another, they pass through the backs and bring the below above. And Yahweh sat next to me, rolled his hands supine, and looked at his forearms. They were black with mud, and all our humanity streamed in eddies and scars over the darkness. He scratched at them and looked at me. He looked like a waterfall. He looked like stinging nettles, a conquistador, an elephant, my father. He looked like an eclipse, Lenin on a line, Ben Franklin, Martin Luther King, Robert Kennedy, Spencer Tracy, Sidney Poitier, Gandhi, Jimmy Carter, Barack Obama. Not all at once, one after the other. What's new? He says. Telco, I say. The Treaty of Telco. Lucifer says. Lucifer looked like a U-turn. He looked like a double take. He looked like Christ. He looked like a husband, a son, the landlord, Albert Einstein, Julian Assange, Stravinsky, Paris, spilt oil, tectonic plates, uranium lust, rotting fruit, black tar, blinding light, and red dust. He's with me, Yahweh says. I'm with him, Lucifer says. Where he goes, I go, and he carves his initials into the seatback. The Caney Fork River winds tight, tight, tight on itself this day. Yahweh, I say, time's ticking neath our pierced crust. We land of in God we trust. Save us. Save us. Lucifer says, stop that. I say, Yahweh, I say, save us. You with your forearms full of us, save us. No, he says, no. I say, I don't know why I keep doing that, but there was a blue man standing on the water in the middle of flames with dust floating all around him back at mile marker 21. Did you see him? Did you see? We got another cottonmouth, foam for words, white father, red-eyed clown smiling out his mouth on one side, offering a helium ride, his mouth in a sling, and he sings. I am your again great maker, your maker of great again, your bail breaker, ball breaker, heart taker, your maker's mark staker, trust game breaker, through a bardo plane, rope-a-dope, no hope. Welcome to the land of loaded dice throw. No, Yahweh says. No, daddy, no, daddy, no. And I say, but we got on fear, like braces on our feet, feet meant to run and fly, not laced in hard shoes, and soul eternal blue, grounded blue, ancient ancestor cry, blue. And he says, no, you, no, you, no. And a serpent through the windows of the bus come. It come, the Caney Fork through the windows come, that river run, and a wall of water come, and it run through the windshield of the bus. All the water of a nation swept through the windshield of us. Whales migrated past our seats, headed north toward the melting ice shelf. Giraffes, elephants, bees, rhinos, trees swum down the aisle and turned north. Thoughts, sins, loves of centuries come through the face of our gray dog, and that river rose up and filled it with fog. No! No thumbsuck fixed by God Almighty. You got FDR on a trellis under Greenspans, tight whitey. True voices call betray, all fired frack affray. Corporations with no eyes for the look. Horrors of loopholes and litigation books. Hand-picked press and Ed Murrow out the room. Supreme hang court, George jury hung. Black, brown, queer, mother, other flung. Outflung. Border boundary halt. Salt. Salt. Pillar of salt. Baby, packing bang, 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 open carry below the belt. Hadrian wall of immigrant pelts. Mud, blood, time dripping on the trellis of our children, fragile, a melt. Fighting in sand after jungle, jungle after sand. And 12 black horses with thunder in their nostrils. 12 white horses circled with geese. 12 sorrel horses with eyes like the daybreak star, and 12 buckskin horses with horns upon come. They come from west, north, east, south. In a holy way they swung, they raised up their mouths. Down the aisle they flowed behind a black elk stamp, and a white buffalo calf. 4 abreast from east, west, north, south. Hundreds of horses swum and raised up their mouths. People of the gray bus, the hound dog of fate. It's a slippery slope, all this other and hate. Hard words, hard times, hard reckoned and sowed. Ferocity been shoved into small trunks, then two-arm throwed. Now you get this. You are with the band, and the band plays love. Oh yeah, your high hands, they wear velvet gloves, so you lick your pointer fingers and you cut palms instead. Hate ain't nothing but fear's trench coat, so shed your skin and in primordial truth float. Soft heart, drunken tears, deep dive your anger, fear. Look to standing rock, sacred stone camp, eyes, spirit, feet, stamp, stamp. Dance your terror slow, dance it slow. Breathe deep, a weaponless stare, 'cause it comes now. Songs of truth, and glass melts in the heat of such sound.